Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Still early in the summertime, and things are coming along quite nicely. Moisture is only 8%, but things are coming along really well. So this is my barley over here. Gonna have to give this thing a shot of pesticides at one point so that they're okay. But right now, my first priority is to. I've got 3 grass fields on this farm. I got the little guy over here, and I got 2 larger ones near the castle. So I need to get myself all sorted out for the cows. Though they do still have some food left over, I feel like I need to supply them with a bit more. My straw harvest is spoken for. I got to look after the horses with that. And I was gonna sell her some hay too, but now it looks like I'm gonna need the hay myself. So I might sell her the hay from the cow farm later in the season. I think she's still okay for a little while. So for today, I gotta pull out the mower. Everything seems to be onky-dory on here. Yeah. Good. Stay away from all the blades. Everything's in good condition. Yeah. All right. So get our old Valtra out and start mowing. We'll see you in a little while. All right. Looks good. Okay, we got a little bit of mowing to do. Let's see here. If I go back a bit, can I steer this thing back into the corner? Yeah. Come on, over here. Get her back this way a little bit more. Looks good. Okay. Just got to get it in through here. So just got to go nice and slow. Come on, nice and slow. Just fall down the hill with me. Little big for these gates a little bit, but that's all right. Having control of the back end kind of gives you an opportunity to get her in and out of tight places. Okay, so start her up. Just back her up a little bit here. Just come out this way, good. And then we'll just come this way a little bit. Go. Get her in the field. Lower it down. And have at it. Just going to follow along the edge of the field here. Make sure I get all the stuff on the edges. Whoops. That tree is pretty tight. Let's go again. And we're through. Good. Follow this field edge. Just gonna hit the cruise control on that. It's good. Maybe get her in a little bit tighter. Yeah, that's not bad. Just a bit tighter. Yeah. All right. We'll just get her to chop off underneath the crop destruction underneath my right wheel as we take our first lap. And our second lap should be a lot cleaner than this. And slow it down a little bit, one gear. There we go. Down by the edge here. Looks good. Okay. Let's try second gear. See how fast we can mow this lawn here. So yeah, so I've got this field. I've got 2 more fields near the castle. The way I'm planning it out right now is I'm thinking we're going to do hay down here, and then I'll make the two fields up there into silage. That gives me a nice amount of inventory for the cattle. They're running a little low. They're still on last year's product. So if I can get them all sorted and taken care of, that should be good for a little while. And try not to hit the gate. I should have closed that. Well, we'll get it on the return trip. Actually, no, we won't. Alright, hang on a second. There we go. We'll get that out of the way for now. It's good. Alright, gear up. Alright, push that mower out a bit more now. Hit the throttle up. There we go. Good. What else is going on? Yes, corn season is here. Corn planting season is here. I'm thinking sometime this afternoon, the corn's gonna hit 10 degrees. The ground's gonna hit 10 degrees ground temperature. So when that happens, we're gonna have to get right on the ball with the corn. There's gonna be not a minute to lose on that because we've only got a couple of days left to plant it. If we miss our window, and there's supposed to be rain in about 4 or 5 days, we're gonna get the shaft. And we've got a lot of silage we need to deliver to the BGA. That whole operation over there is a big BGA job. They need all of that stuff. So we got the contract to fill her up. We're gonna get her done. Might even have to use a couple of extra silos here and there as overflow, because I feel like once we start grinding through the silage pits, it's going to happen pretty quick. So here I'm going to chop off the grass here right away. There you go. And back out. Good. We'll rake that up properly when we're done. Alright, let's get her done. So here all we got to do is just basically follow these windrows. They don't do too badly. On these corners here, you sort of got to take it a little bit wider to get the mower to stay in the cut. That's not a bad thing. And then around these corners, nice and tight. Whoa, I missed some there for sure. That's all right though. We'll come back, we'll clean her up afterwards. Just end up losing a little bit to crop destruction when you do stuff like that. So this field here is going to be a little bit tricky because of the trees in the middle. But that's alright. Not a big deal. Still torn about whether or not to sell off this crop to the horse ranch and then feed the cows. Probably makes more sense for me to feed the cows from the grass up at the dairy operation. I mean, except I don't know if I don't think I can afford all those fields up there, so I can certainly afford to keep the cows for myself, but I don't know if I can afford the fields. We shall see. Just gonna have to see how many bales I get out of this patch. Once we know that, we'll be able to make an educated decision. It's always hard to plan this stuff out when you don't have numbers to back it up, right? I'm sort of thinking between this grass and the grass over at Alan's farm, we might be able to pull off the cattle. It's gonna get tricky after a while going back and forth like this. The thing with this mower is it's almost too big for these small fields. I almost need the little tar up or something like that. Get it done right. Oh well. It's what I got, right? You run with what you got. In the end, it's the first rule. Can't afford to have 20 different pieces of equipment to take care of this farm. Sam's expensive when you bring in his contract equipment. And there we go. Looks good. Beautiful. I I saw the trailer for Farm Sim 19 this week. Looks pretty exciting. Oops, that's not going to work for me at all. Let's get that back in there. Okay, that'll do it. Thought maybe I could turn it around in there, but it's a little bit too steep still. Yeah, I'll just keep going around in circles, I think. Probably my best bet. Maybe I'll shoot right past this row though, so we don't miss too much on the other side. Keep straightening this line out. Good. Okay. Come back into here. Beautiful. All the way down there. In the end, this field's going to get done in no time at all. It's only about 5-10 minutes here. So the other question I have is small bales, round bales, or square bales? If I'm going to sell it, I think small bales will probably be my best bet for the horsey set. They're going to like small bales up there. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see if I can flip it. Yeah, there you go. That's better. All right. Yeah, to feed the horses, it's a lot better for them to work with small bales. They've only got 2 or 3 horses. So by the time they feed them oats and all the other goodies that those horses get, it's probably best that they stick to small bales. They need a little bit of straw for the stalls and to keep them clean. And we're going to be able to do that with the barley. So I might do a field or 2 with the barley and small bales. And then after that, we'll bale with the big bales for the cattle. The cows, I'll eventually get a bale chopper, and we'll chop up their bedding. It's better if it's chopped up. I mean, you can throw raw straw into the barn and stuff like that, but they end up trampling a lot of it. If you chop it, it kind of gets mixed in with the manure a little bit better. So it's kind of an added bonus to chop the straw for bedding. I'm not sure, but I think it's more efficient also just to use it that way. And back in we go. Good stuff. I like this part. I like the part where I sort of have to dance in and out of the field. So here I'm going to dodge it out of there. And then dodge it back in there. Good. It's nice having the mower on your joystick too. Makes it a whole lot easier to take care of this stuff. Alright, and up we go. And back down we go. Alright, knock it out again. Perfect. Sort of got to get a bead on where that mower is after a while. You can sort of use the mower, the rear view mirror on the right there to sort of check your angle. But it's not perfect. Gives you sort of a quick view of it. Nice. Beautifully done. Wish I could turn the conditioners on and off on this mower, especially in seasons. Just to be able to sort of ted the grass and mow it in one pass. Should have gone down the other side. Let's do that. So we'll just come around here, and we'll mow it over here. Bring the mower over. Maybe center it up for a moment. Lift it up out of the grass. Put her on this side. There you go. That'll help out. Drop it down. I like how the sound changes when you enter the grass. It's good. It's very nice. Just got a small patch all the way up there that I need to get to. Lift her up. So I don't destroy my lines. Beautifully done. Okay, up we go. Let's get her back on the other side. Just take a little swipe at it over here. Down she goes. Oop, oop. Get out of the trees. Get out of the trees. Beautiful. Okay, we'll call that done. Fold her back up and behind me. Let's see if we can get back out to the 2 other fields that we need to do. I'll be back to windrow this. Got a nice little machine that Alan got for windrowing. It windrows and TEDs at the same time, so that way I can windrow and TED this field. Leave it out here for a few days. Let her dry out. There we go. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Next field. So just nice and slow. Bring her back over. Over on this side. Just steer it according to the gate here. Good. Okay. Think we're safe. Yep. Center it up. Okay. Next gate to get through is this one over here. It's a little bit tight also. Let's see here. Whoops. Hang on a second. Bring her back a bit. There we go. Sweet. We're through. Try not to hit the wall. How are we back there? Straighten out a bit. A little bit more. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Nothing quite like a freshly mown field. Looks so beautiful. Now, if I mow this field properly, I shouldn't need to windrow it. Should be able just to bale it straight out of the back of the mower. It's going to take a little bit more time to do it that way because you have to, the windrow is a little bit thinner. But because these fields are on such a slope anyway, I'm going to have to be strategic about how I drop the bales. So it may all work out in the end. Who knows? Alright. Put the brake on. Put her in neutral. Okay. Yeah, you see the slope of that field? Basically, I got to mow this. And when I'm baling it, I'll have to bring the bales back down to the bottom of the field. Or find a flat spot somewhere to put them. Because I think I'm going to go with round bales. Really can't afford a square bale wrapper, so not really much of an option there. So I'll put them down here and then we will get them sorted eventually. Oops, first gear, there you go. Okay, no, other way, other way, other way, and then a little bit more. Come on, in the field you come. Come on in. All right, we'll just nudge her a little bit here. All right, just back it up a little bit. Okay, and drop it down, start her up. Oops, no, not the reverse gear, you dummy. Oh, now I did it. Come on, up you go, up you come. Let's get her turned, there we go. And we'll go up this side here. There we go. Gear it up. Stay as close as we can to the fence for the first pass. We always lose a little bit doing this because of crop destruction, but it's worth it. Just maximizing the field. The sound of the ocean up here is crazy too. Crazy loud. Let's see here. Let's ride in this little berm here. That's good. Gotta keep myself kind of realistic though, because I have to also pull a baler up here, so may be a little bit crazy for me to take that angle too much. Don't want to end up tipped over with a full baler or anything like that. Yeah, there you go. Oh wow, she's really sliding on this hill. That is really steep. It doesn't seem it because the whole field is tilted, but this berm up here is crazy, crazy steep. Let's just bring the mower in a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Beautifully done. And she comes. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get a great pass on the first run of this thing, but if we keep it kind of clean after that, you know, even if we trample a little bit, whatever's between the wheels still useful to us, so we'll get it lifted anyway. Don't want to get too close to the hedges though. Let's see, back this way a little bit more for you, and then out that way a little bit. Oh, another fence. Should really learn to just close those things on my way into the field. You know what? Because of the driveway there, we're just gonna zing by it. There you go. Up, beautifully done. Off we go up the field. All right. Let's see if she likes second gear. Beautiful. Whoa! Turn this way. It's a little bit bouncy coming through here. That's all right. Crazy amount of bounce. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get away with trying to bail this without windrowing it. Come on. Take the wheel, take the turn. Ah, she's having problems with traction on that wheel, on that section there. Think I'm better off windrowing this and mowing it after I windrow it. I'm not sure the baler is going to enjoy going up those steep hills, so probably just safer that way. Let's see here. Oh, train, there he is. I love working this side of the map. Trains and birds and all the ocean sound effects, and it's nice. It's got a real life to it, this map. Alright, back into it. Yeah, it's not bad. I think I kind of got that curve right. Now we should be off the berm on this pass here, and things should stabilize at the top of the hill over here. Let's take a look at it. And just round off that corner a little bit for ourselves. Oh yeah, there you go. Much flatter now. There you go. Yeah, I mean, you look at the angle of this field, and then you add to it the angle of that berm, and in MR, the traction really feels it. There it is. Okay. My entrance to the next field is right over here. So we'll get that one all done too. I can go and get it if I go over to the the castle. I can get in from the other side, but strictly speaking, the tourism board does not like me using their walkway as a driving path. Especially with this tractor, it's a little bit big for that sort of use. So we'll just use our own entrance. It does, however, mean that everything on these two fields, well, these three fields, really, the barley field also, I mean, it's going to be interesting getting a combine in there. But everything needs to come through that one gate. So it's going to get interesting. She does pretty good, the old Vulture. She doesn't mind the hills. These are really a little bit overpowered actually for this mower by about 50 or 60 horsepower, so works out just fine. Do like this old Discbine though. The in-game one is still my favorite model. It's It's still the one that looks the most like the one we used to use. I think back in the day, my uncle had a case version of it. I don't remember it being a John Deere, and John Deere wasn't very big in where I'm from, so. But it was, yeah, it was red, and it was big, and it was dangerous, and it was beautiful. You can imagine as a kid, the power wrapped up in some of these machines was pretty intimidating to watch them go work.
Top of the field, and then into the next one. Not bad. Only 30 minutes in, and I've already done 2 out of 3 fields, so this is going to take no time at all. Now, what is this? What's going on here? Over the top. And put her back in behind me. Nope. Over the top. Come on. Over here. Smallest of openings. Oh, hang on. Beautiful. All right, let's just do this one in the other direction. Just to make it easier on myself. At least no fields, so fences, so we're gonna be good. By fences, I mean gates, of course. Now to be careful sometimes around these edges. The tourists like to throw stuff around. Try not to damage the blades. Not bad. Sometimes it's just sticks, sometimes it's dead birds, sometimes they throw rocks into the field. Who knows? People are strange. Gotta fix that fence post. We'll get it next time. Not like anybody's coming in from that side, so. I like to switch up the direction of the mowing anyway, just to keep from getting a kink in my neck. Right up against the edge here. Okay, and back into the field. I can nudge it over a little bit. Not too bad. Maybe pull it back a little bit on the edge. Try not to miss too much stuff. The other thing I can do in these corners here is give it a little nudge towards me so that she turns nice and smooth. Like that. There you go. Not bad. First couple of passes are always a little bit harder. Back out again. Perfectly done. Love the look of a freshly mowed field. It's just awesome. Might need a little bit more help on this corner, but that's alright. Just try to do this one right this time. Get her back in the pass. Straighten this out a little bit. Just so we're not doing quite so many sharp turns. Eventually. There you go, cheat it out of there a little bit. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get a windrower though. These fields are just a little bit too wonky shape-wise to be able to try to get away without it. It's always the same thing, right? You either put the time into your windrowing or you put the time into your baling. Windrowing takes up, it goes a lot faster than baling, so you're better off windrowing and saving a few minutes on your baling. Wear and tear on a baler can be quite harsh. If you're picking up just little strands all the time. Okay, I will leave you guys here. Ran out of things to say. And frankly, I'm just getting into the zone of mowing, so we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.